So hi guys and welcome back to my MYTEAM Career 2.0, obviously part 6. And if you haven't watched the last video, go and check it out, because in the Saudi Arabian GP we had no pace, and at the last 3 laps we had much worse than just no pace. We had to fight off many attacks, and in the end we, with a problem in our DRS, we were just last. So let's just go straight to the activities. Obviously I have done everything, and right now I am thinking what to do, and we have done the facility cost. Obviously that means we will have 50% reduced cost for all the departments, which honestly will help. So we have used up as much as we can. Let's just see. Obviously a disappointing weekend. Obviously last race we knew that at the end that we had a new rivalry with another team, which was Kicksauber. So let's see, we have some upgrades already in the pipeline, and yes, obviously a durability one, and we do not have anything more to upgrade. So let's do that. And we have Lucas Blakely, while also having a failed upgrade. We have Lucas Blakely who wants to do an early talks with us. That honestly might be a good thing, but right now guys, I honestly right now I'm not looking for drivers like Lucas Blakely or like Jack Crawford. We will though go into the meeting, but these are not the ones I am going for right now, but I think we can do it. So let's see, they have obviously engineering, workforce 232 and fan rating 3, and vehicle performance should be 7th, and obviously 2 top 10s. That is what they are hoping for, or Lucas Blakely is hoping for from us. I think we can provide him with that, but honestly guys, do we really want to go with Lucas Blakely? Honestly I think guys, I might try to go for a vote at the end of the season with all the drivers I have done, and if something comes out of that, we will worry about that later. So here we are. Obviously guys, another part in the arrow has failed, so we have to redo it. And again guys, we have another one, 2 upgrades simultaneously of same thing, for floor stiffening stays. Both the times they are the ones that failed. Obviously I can't really do anything, we have to buy it because we have money right now, and that will take 10 days, and that will come in before the Imola GP, so we can't really say no to it. And we have a powertrain upgrade that has also failed. So pistons is the one we have done that. Let's just keep on going, and the money is in, and we have a chassis upgrade that is done, so we can worry about that later. We have right now a personnel facility. Let's see what it is, and it's misjudged comment. During a recent staff meeting, a member of Powertrain made an off-the-cuff comment that has ruffled some feathers with the durability. Okay, so durability team is angry with them, and obviously I have gone and a little bit of a reprimand. In my opinion, that is what we done, and the development expansion for chassis is done, which now means we can do 2 upgrades, well, 2 developments simultaneously and straight up into the chassis. We have done the second one there, and we have 1 more slot available. So let's go and do the plank. That will come in after the Imola GP. I mean, it doesn't really matter, every upgrade is needed. So here we are. Let's see, weight reduction or weight redistribution. We have gone with weight reduction. Obviously another minor upgrade, can't really do anything about that right now because all the upgrades are minor. So we have rear downforce beam wing or front wing gurney flap or wing mirror, sorry, that is going to cost us 650 right now. Let's just go with beam wing because that is going to cost us a little bit less. So let's just skip, and the research has completed. And again, Jack Crawford has also, I think he saw Lucas Blakely going in for some early talks and decided, let me just put my hat into the, well, put my name into the hat, and that is what he has done. And let's see what his demands will be. 240 workforce, level 3, vehicle performance 7th, and scoring 20 constructor points. So obviously you have to pay 1.2 million if you don't do that, but that is a lot of money. Okay, so I mean, it's good, always good to know what we can achieve here. And honestly, let's just straight up go into something else, because we have a powertrain upgrade that has come in. Let's go and do the ECU, because that is the only upgrade we have now, guys. So we have 4 upgrades coming in all the 4 departments. Even then we are plumb last, guys, right now. Can't really do anything. So let's just see. Weight redistribution upgrade, let's just give it to Blakely, you know. And obviously because Crawford much better rated driver, even then it's not going to matter, because we will finish in last anyway with the car. So let's see. I think, guys, now it's time to go for powertrain development, so that we can at least have 2 upgrades, or we could, you know, because the upgrades are getting a little bit less and less, so we might have to think about if we want to go for more upgrades or less. But right now we have just skipped that part, guys, because we didn't really have that much money. So now let's just go into the development, and obviously 1 arrow is done. Let's go floor stiffening stage, and let's just do it. Obviously it will come in after Imola GP, but can't really do anything about it. So again, skipping everything, on 5th we have 1.2 million and we have 2 delays. That's all right, guys.
Let's get that in motion, shall we? Head to engineering for more info.
That is obviously all right, and we have 1 training point. So engineering personnel or corporate, yeah, no reason to worry about it. I am straight up going into engineering, guys, because we need all the resource points we get. So and let's see, durability, yeah, 2 days for that. I mean, that doesn't really matter. Let's just skip past the time, and the ECU has delayed.
Thought you'd want to know.
I thought it failed, but it has only delayed. That is honestly not the worst thing that could have happened to us. So let's see the personnel, and it was the misjudged comment, and that has cost powertrain morale. I think that is the reason our ECU is delayed now. Annoying, but honestly, guys, I really thought that's not going to hurt their sentiments too much, but I guess powertrain department is a little bit hurt, so we can't really do anything. So floor stiffening stage, both the upgrades are in for that. So let's do the secondary wing flaps now. We need these upgrades thick and fast, guys, right now, because every other team is running away and we are just staying still. That is not the way to go in Formula 1, and our development has failed for durability, but obviously with the money I have, I am not doing that. Hey, so boss, we have another personnel facility. Let's see, that facility is important. Let's see what it is, and it's titled sponsor planning retreat. So we can either accept it, and honestly that will, I think, help some of our, well, senior staff, and that I think will improve their morale, or you can decline. But guys, I have a lot of spare resource points right now and nowhere else to use it, so I am going to accept it, because look at that, we have 194, and even then it's going to take some time before we have to upgrade anything else. So I think that is okay. So powertrain upgrades, it's done. So I think spark plug will be the way to go. Yeah, let's do spark plugs, but that will come out after the Spain GP. Can't really do anything about the time here. And I have gone and bought durability upgrade too. So durability upgrades research is done. Honestly, guys,
hey, Chief,
it's nothing I can do. I really want to not do durability, but we do not have anything else. So I think everything is done. Let's just see the chart here, guys. Obviously look at that, we have flatlined after or getting a big upgrade in Australia. We have flatlined whole. So I think, guys, yeah, I am going to, because I was thinking that there is no way I can match the other teams if we do not have big upgrades. That's why I went for an aero breakthrough. So let's just go for, I think, Jack Crawford, guys. That obviously he is the guy. So let's just see what we can do in the qualifying.
Welcome along, everybody, to Imola, just down the road from Ferrari HQ, and they know a thing or two about pace, and pace today is king. It's qualifying day, and it's great to have you with us.
So here we are in the first lap of Imola GP, obviously starting our first lap, and at the right you have seen that we have an orange engine. That is honestly electronic system, which isn't really that bad. Only problem is RERS is effective, nothing else, just RERS. That is the only thing that is effective. Honestly, it is annoying, but the only problem right now we are facing is the recharge and is the how much percentage of energy we can keep. So annoying, but can't really do anything. So we are now into P2, guys, 1.3 seconds behind after the first lap on the soft tires, obviously. And here, look at that, guys, I misjudged the time for the second run. Does not matter, guys, because we are through into P11. Okay, what was that? So into P11, Oscar Piastri just in front of us, and obviously, guys, no need to check out who eliminated, because we all know it is honestly our teammate Lucas Blakely. So that's why I'm not really worried. So first lap on to the used, well, the tire we did the out lap on and the in lap, and we went with that, and we are now into the top 10. Well, we were into the top 10, but at the end we are now into P12. Now 30 seconds remain. We need to do a good lap, guys. This is crunch time. We need a good lap, and starting the lap we are not gaining any time, and you not using the battery here, guys, because we need to keep up till the end of the lap, and you do not want to use everything on the first straight. So here we are, first 4 corners done, and we have gained 1.5 tenths and until the end of lap, because obviously the first lap was still on a used set of tires. We have gained 1 second, and out of the second so we are gaining, hell, we have lost the time a little bit, but now a second gain. Can that mean we can get into P10 or above? And that is the case, guys. We are into P5 in the Imola GP. We are into Q3. That is big. Let's see Lance Stroll, Antonelli, Gabriel Bortoleto, Liam Lawson, Oliver Behrman, and Yuki Tsunoda. What is happening to Yuki, guys? He is honestly was looking so good at the start of the season. Now he's like withering away a little bit. It is annoying, but can't really do anything about that. So here we are, first laps on a used set of tires as always. Let's see what that is. It's 89. Not a bad lap, guys, with the car we have. That is actually a spectacular lap. So it doesn't matter now. We are going for the second lap, guys. I did not wait for too much, and here P8 right now for us. So let's see what we can do. We are starting with positive time, but it doesn't matter, because at the end of the at the start of the final sector we have gained 5 tenths. That is big. Obviously used tires, even though it was used tires, we are not gaining that much time, because, guys, that's how bad, well, that's how good our first lap was. Sorry, that's why it is little difficult, and we have made all sorts of mistake into the Rivalsa. We have lost 3 tenths race to the line. Let's see where this ends up for us. And it's only P9, guys. I am so angry about it, guys. We could have done so much things. Obviously, the first lap was so amazing. And Charles Leclerc has taken pole, Max Verstappen into P4. And I think we could have done much more, guys. But still, let's just go into the race.
Welcome to Imola, the spiritual home of Ferrari. But you don't need me to tell you that. Just look at the red-clad Tifosi in the grandstands. They're ready. Are you ready? For the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track at Imola, featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One tracks as it's taken anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit, and it's only DRS zone. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Verstappen, Lando Norris, and Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Crawford, Hadjar, and Lance Stroll, Antonelli, Bortoleto, Esteban Ocon, and Lawson, Sonoda, Behrman, Nico Hulkenberg, and Jack Doohan. Sainz, Blakely, Albon, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. And the whole world of Formula One can't exist the way we do, walking with smiles on our faces and loving our time together. This new outfit has got a bit of a rivalry going, and I get the feeling a few noses are being put out of joint here.
Well, that's a good thing though, Crofty. You know what? If you're a member of that team, the new 11th team, take it as a backhanded compliment. It means you're doing very well, too well, and the other teams don't like it.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Obviously, I am trying to do something in the race, but starting P9, obviously a medium hard-to-hard strategy for us. And honestly, guys, with 32 laps and how the tire wear has been in this game, I think that is fair. So let's just go with the lights, and here we are with 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're gonna go for the Imola GP. Charles Leclerc on pole, Piastri into P2, and that is a lightning start for George Russell, who has already overtaken Oscar Piastri there. Max Verstappen trying to make a move there, but that doesn't matter because we have done it. We are now getting a really good exit, and look at the start. We already cleared Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris there, and then we went on to Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen tried to do something, but around the outside we go on him, and obviously he was backed up by George Russell, who was just playing it safe behind Charles Leclerc. And look at that, guys, George Russell blocking Oscar Piastri into the braking for the chicane, and we have made contact. We have made contact, and we are onto the cars. We are onto the gravel, sorry, and that is big. And look at that, going side by side. That did not work out for anyone of us. And let's see from the perspective of Max Verstappen, and look at that, there was nothing we could have done. There was nothing anyone could have done. And let's see Piastri's POV, and he just turned in. I think he did left some space there, and we just went a little bit too hot there. That was 100% on us, guys. That was 100% on us. But now, look at that. That's the problem, guys. The tires going on to the gravel means they are hurt a little bit. So, can we do something about it? Can we keep it up for at least 6 or 7 laps so that we can pit? Because look at that how we went there. Obviously the tires are a little bit angry there. Obviously can't really do anything, and the reason I showed you that part is because you might have seen the clouds getting a little bit less glossier, guys, because I had to shut down path tracing in this game because it was on. It looked good, but the problem was the game wasn't running properly, and I had no choice to do that. And the game is looking not too good. It is still looking amazing from the last point, but it doesn't matter now. So let's straight go into the race, and here we are. Look at that, George Russell tried to do something there, did not work on Charles Leclerc, and Max Verstappen tried to overtake Piastri, did not work. But at the start of lap 3, Max Verstappen with the DRS has easily passed Piastri there, and Lewis Hamilton did try to do a little bit of a look on there, but it didn't really work. So lap 3 at the end, we are here, guys. Obviously I thought everything, and after 3 laps going on to these tires, we had no grip, guys. I wasn't able to put any kind of power down, and I know, guys, this was a big decision for us because you have to do 28 laps on 2 sets of tires. Hards, though they are good, but they wear out very quickly compared to the other drivers. That's why it was a big choice. We took a gamble there. 2.4 pit stop. That is not a bad pit stop, guys. Honestly, we have had too many mistakes, but we did one upgrade on the facilities, on the personnel for the pit crew training, and that has definitely helped us. So we are out in the last place, but obviously we were always last. So we are 31 seconds behind our teammate, and these guys will be pitting in 5 to 6 laps. So let's see what we can do right now, pushing as much as we can. And here we are, lap 4, guys. Look at that. Oscar Piastri just pushing back, and here is Lewis Hamilton trying to overtake Oscar Piastri with the help of DRS, and he has done it. Even though Piastri had the DRS of Max Verstappen, he couldn't do with anything. And here is Max Verstappen overtaking George Russell on lap 7. That is a big way to do it. Obviously, George Russell tried to defend, did not work. And here is Fernando Alonso, who is trying to overtake Piastri, and because of that, Piastri has stayed in front. But Lando Norris and Alonso had a little bit of a fight there, but it doesn't matter, guys, because they have now came back to the place. I think as Oscar Piastri has some kind of problem, or we might have given him some damage that might have caused that. But right now, lap 8, guys, starting, these guys are coming in. Sainz have come in, Hülkenberg has come in, so let's see. And obviously, guys, it is going to be a big undercut. Let's see how many positions we can get out of it. Obviously, it will be a little difficult to do much, but let's see what we can do. So lap 8, guys, Sainz he is already on the back of us, and I can't really do anything because our tires, look at that, 14% worn on the left front, and look at that, medium tires for Sainz, and he has already overtaken us. And Hülkenberg, look at that, he shoots past us and into braking. I thought about it, going around the outside of Sainz. We have stayed in front of Sainz, and Sainz must be pissed, guys, because Hülkenberg, who was in behind him, had to overtake us, and then he had so much overspeed that he was able to overtake Hülkenberg, and that is lap 11. Tsunoda has a big problem there, guys. They are smoking away, the engine is smoking away, and that is, I think, what has happened. Max Verstappen has given his bad luck to Yuki Tsunoda, because in the first 3 races, Max Verstappen DNF out of all of those 3 races, and because of that, I think, guys, now the curse of one Red Bull has gone to Yuki Tsunoda. Oliver Behrman tried to overtake us, but it was all obviously into the yellow flags. That's why it didn't work. And lap 12 here, Max Verstappen easily gets past of Charles Leclerc. I mean, that is the easiest way I have seen. And lap 12, guys, Oliver Behrman has come out in front. Obviously, I am a little bit pissed about it, but I can't really do anything. So, can we keep up with Oliver Behrman? We can't, guys. So I decided, let Gasly take the place, guys. Right now, we are just keeping him behind us. But as soon as I got this big problem with us out of the exit of variant Delta, I thought, yeah, let Gasly go. We can get into his DRS and we can stay with him, because obviously Alpine, though he's on medium tires, they will burn out in 2 laps more than less. So that's why I thought, let's get his DRS and let's see, with the help of DRS, can we keep up with him? And we are trying to do it, but our teammate, who is also on mediums, has much more pace, and he has overtaken him. And guys, honestly, I wanted to dive down on Blakely, but I thought, you know what, guys, that will be a mistake, because Blakely is our teammate and you do not want to do these kinds of things. So I waited behind Blakely so that he can make some distance for us, but he hasn't. And that's why on lap 16, guys, into turn 2 through the inside, we have gone for the biggest of the stunts there, and we have now overtaken Lucas Blakely. And obviously not the best way to do it, but we have done it. And obviously Kimi Antonelli comes out of the pits, and look at that, guys, the rear right is 67% on lap 18. The tires are dead for us, because I have been on this tire for 15 laps, and these hards, though they are amazing, they are not supposed to be doing 15 laps, guys. So we have to pit, and I have to decide when to pit, and because of that I let Antonelli by, guys, because he had too much pace, and too much pace means I will try to keep him behind me as much as I can. That means I will use the tires and so on and so forth. That will keep us problematic. So that's why I thought, let's not do that. Let's not be an idiot about it. Let's just keep the DRS, and Antonelli will give us DRS on this lap. I thought about pitting this lap, but I thought if we are going to get DRS from Antonelli, we can keep up with him. And Sainz and Hülkenberg has pit, and there is Albon trying to overtake us, but guys, we still have the enough pace to stay in front of Albon. Obviously, Albon was on hard tires, and it doesn't matter to us, guys. Obviously, it doesn't matter to us, guys, because we at the end of lap 18, well, 19, yeah, this is the time, guys, we pit, because I saw other drivers pitting, and that is a problem for us, because I thought about getting another undercut on these guys, but they pit a little bit earlier than me, even though I have the worst tire wear on the grid, and I went on to these tires the earliest. But still, with the help of the good pit stop from our guys, the 2.4 pit stop, we can do something here. Or can we? It doesn't matter, because we have a lap or two better tire than some of the drivers. But let's see what we can do coming out of the pits here. And we will be behind Blakely. Yeah, we will be in front, because I am not letting him by this time, guys, because we have the newer tires. So now the game is to do something here. So lap 21, guys, starting here. Our teammate is already 3 seconds behind us, and Albon is between the sandwich of our teams, and here is Beerman coming out, and look at the undercut we got on him and into the inside. Easy overtake done on him, and obviously his hard tires will be much worse right now. So this is the time we can push and get him out of the DRS, and obviously I did, guys. But on lap 24, Oliver Beerman's tires got better, and then he was trying to overtake us, and he has done it, but we went from the inside to the inside, from the outside to the inside, and we have done a little bit of a dive bomb there, and Oliver Beerman obviously did not see that coming. It was a very late move. You can even say it was moving under braking, but we did it. And honestly, guys, at this point I thought we have no choice but to consolidate our P17 here, guys, because if you see 7 laps to go, our fuel, which was 2 laps over, is now 0.25, and that is the problem. We are using fuel way too much. So can we do something about it? Can we keep up with these guys? Let's see. So at the end of lap 28, 4 laps to go, look at that, our fuel is almost in negative. It is almost in negative, and it is now in negative, because of, still we had the pace, guys. Look at that, Beerman 2 seconds behind us. We have the pace, but we will have to now start lifting and coasting, guys, and that too heavily, because we do not have the pace, though we are catching Haja. And on lap 31, guys, because I was saving so much fuel, I tried to do it, and Oliver Beerman tried to overtake it, but we are not letting him by. But look at that, even after all that, we have caught up to Haja. I think Haja has some kind of problem. I did not ask my team for that, but because it doesn't matter to us, guys, because my goal is to save fuel. Let's see, can we do it? Can we try to do something about it? And here we are, guys, Max Verstappen winning the Imola GP by 5 seconds, even though he was so much behind these guys. And Charles Leclerc into P2, Lando Norris P3. He was able to do something. I thought George Russell would be the one, and here we are. Look at that, guys, into the final lap here. I have no pace here. I have to save fuel while trying to save the position of P17 from Oliver Beerman, and I am trying. Look at that, how early I am, just stopping, not even trying not to brake. That is me not even trying to brake into the reverser, so that we do not lose too much fuel. And here we are, low fuel activated, and there is Oliver Beerman. He has done it. He has overtaken us, guys, at the last possible moment. P18 for us. GG, guys. Can't really say anything to that.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again, because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
And that's 2 wins in a row now. It's the start of potentially something special, but they can't get ahead of themselves just yet. It's a long way to go.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not. It's back again, because Max Verstappen is back on the top step.
And guys, so annoyed I am about this race. Honestly, we had so much potential. Even if we had gone backwards from P3 or P4, we might have scored 1 point. Hell, even if we hadn't scored 1 point, we could have at least gotten P11, P12, P17. Was just way too worse. Honestly, can't really say, guys. But if you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next one.